Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we have serious problem in this country to do with the Shakahola mass killing. And the government of Kenya must provide answers to Kenyans about that situation. And I'm seeing people in this government who are focusing too much to divert the attention of Kenyans to focus on other small things that does not need our attention. They are working tirelessly to make sure that Kenyans are focusing on other things and forget about Shakahola. The government must provide answers in terms of how many people lost their life in Shakahola. Let them not change those numbers and come and lie to Kenyans. We are talking about people who are still in that forest and they're still fasting. Remember, they are fasting to death. How is the government rescuing those people? I saw Senate committee going there and proposing that they should use a chopper. Good idea, but is the government buying into that? We need to know real numbers. So because they are planning to give their own figures and not the truth from the ground, you see they bring in these other things so that Kenyans will be focusing on other non-important issues. I was surprised myself yesterday to see the governor of Bungoma, Ken Lusaka, calling for the arrest of Yesu Wa Tongaren. Lusaka is asking Bungoma County Commissioner to arrest, interrogate, and prefer charges against Yesu Wa Tongaren. Anyway, is it because he's calling himself Jesus? But again, he says Jesus of Tongaren. So, and again, he's not the first person to call himself Jesus. And I can tell you, in many countries, calling yourself Jesus is not new. I will use an example of maybe, let's say, Philippines. If you meet one of them, you will see, for them, calling themselves Jesus, in fact, it is on their ID. Someone just called himself Jesus. As simple as that. But for Lusaka, is a big thing. But again, even if you go into the teachings of Jesus of Tongaren, then one will be asking questions. What kind of charges is Lusaka looking for the DCI to prefer against Jesus of Tongaren? What kind of charges? Is it because he's calling himself Jesus? Or is it because he's teaching wrong doctrine? Is he asking his followers not to take medicine? Is he radicalizing people? And he has been free there. People have been visiting there. We have never had such kind of information. So, why is he focusing on non-important issues? Do you want to go and charge Yesu Wa Tongaren because he's calling himself Jesus? Or what case? Because even if you take him to court, I'm still asking myself so many questions. What case do you want to present before the court? It is now coming out clear that these people just want to divert the attention of Kenyans so that we focus on small things here. They don't want to be responsible for Shakahola horror. First of all, listen to Lusaka, and then from there, we have serious questions to ask. But again, besides this, it is better also to go deeper to understand the issue of registration of churches and other societies and what can help this government if indeed they want to regulate the church. Will the police regulate the church, or which body is preferable, the best to regulate the church?
Kwa hivyo mimi nimeeleza county commander kwamba huyu jamaa anajiita Yesu Wa Tongaren aitwe, ahojiwe na aandikishe taarifa ili tuweze kujua msingi wake, background yake ni nini, kwa sababu mambo ambayo yamefanyika kule Kilifi ni mambo ambayo kwa kimombo tunasema is a wake up call. Sababu sasa nasikia kuna watu wanakuwa confused huko Tongaren na Bungoma kwa jumla, wanaenda huko wakisema ati Yesu wako hapo, wanaenda kupata baraka. Hizo vitu lazima tusimamishe na tuulize kwamba sisi tunamcha Mungu, lakini kulikuwa na maadili fulani ile tulikuwa tunafuata kwa kanisa. Mimi ni Mwanglikana, kuna wa Catholics, kuna wa Kweka, kuna wala kanisa ambazo kweli zinajulikana na wanafanya vitu ambazo zinaeleweka. Lakini hii confusion ambayo imekuja hatuwezi kukubali. Na vile nimesema kwa taarifa ya kimombo ni kwamba Bungoma tumekuwa na bahati ya kukuwa na viongozi wa kusimamia kanisa. Tumekuwa na Morris Cardinal Otunga, tumekuwa na Archbishop wa Bukala kwa Anglikana. Saizi yule ambaye anasimamia kanisa la Kikatoliki ni Archbishop Anyolo ambaye pia anatoka hapa Tongaren. Sasa hii watu wanakitokeza kusema ati Yesu wa Tongaren, wanatokezea wapi? Kwa hivyo sisi tumesema hii watu wote washikwe na wahojiwe ili tuweze kujua hii confusion inatoka, because we must give direction to our people. Asanteni. Sasa Yesu wa Tongaren
Now we are continuing the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To the returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. The reason why Lusaka want Yesu wa Tongaren to be jailed is because, seemingly according to him, he's not worshipping that Jesus or God that Lusaka knows as a Christian. He could be right. But again, we are asking a question. Where was he to ask the arrest of the leader of Jesus Winners Ministry when they were worshiping William Ruto in their altar in the church during the campaign? Now, Kenya Kwanza has no plan to sort out the mess in churches. Remember, our constitution is different from that constitution of Rwanda. It is different from the constitution of Uganda and even that one of Tanzania. It is different. In Kenya, the president is not that much powerful like the president in Rwanda or Uganda or Tanzania. Kenyan president powers are limited. He don't have that sweeping powers so that his word can be law. That when he pronounce things, they happen immediately. It is different. In Kenya, this powers has been shared between the executive, the National Assembly, and the judiciary. Beside this, we also have independent bodies in this country which are not directly controlled by the president. All this is different. You cannot compare to what the president of Rwanda is doing or elsewhere. So you have to know this. So there's no way Ruto will come here and speak, then his word become. If it goes so, then today as we are speaking, this man of Shakahola, Netwanan, Mackenzie, this Mackenzie man would have been jailed already. The judges would have followed his word. But you know, it is different here. So if you want to sort out the problem in our churches, then you have to do what Mama Ida Odinga was proposing. Just as simple as that. Because even now, I have just shown you here, in a church, you see William Ruto image. In the screen, in the church, on the altar, someone can interpret it as these people were worshiping Ruto. But again, we know they were worshiping money, because when you see money, when you see Ruto during campaign, you see money. His work was to buy preachers. So these people worshipped money. Another person will say they worshipped Ruto. Mama Ida Odinga was proposing that the National Council of Churches of Kenya, NCCK, should be empowered so that they can be in a better position to regulate churches. That is the only body that can help here. That when you are registered, because now churches are registered under the Society Act of Kenya, and of course all churches and other religion-based organizations have to go through the security vetting process prior to registration. So they vet them. What are you registering? What do you want to do? Try to check the kind of teaching they want to do. Ukuwe na chairperson, secretary, treasurer, and then 7 people supporting you. Then you register. So if you empower NCCK, so they will be checking if you are registered under our body, you are running a church. We have to check if you are following the principles of the Bible teaching. Sasa hii ni body yenye inakuwa governed by preachers themselves. Because if you take Jesus of Tongaren to court, now the person who want to rule on that case maybe is a man who don't believe in any religion. So what will he rule there? What will he make about it? Which law will he follow? Labda sasa we have a judge who is a Muslim there, and you want to rule on matters touching on Christianity. Tell me. So it is only this body, if you empower them, they will follow what you are trying to teach. If it's against, then they disqualify you as simple as that. Or they give a warning to you so that you can make changes. But as long as you're not empowering them, nothing will happen. You cannot regulate these churches. Because now if the president try, will be seen as an enemy of the church. Anyone else will speak about this, like the way they were taking on Mama Ida Odinga. But if you empower NCCK, then all problems, the drama, will be sorted out. We will not see William Ruto being advertised in our churches screens when we go there, because not all of us, when we go to church, we subscribe to the principles of William Ruto. Not everyone subscribes to Raila Odinga principles or ideology. We have different people who believe in different things. They must be respected in as much they are, in as much these people are visiting our churches. So the question is, if today you want to take Jesus of Tongaren to the court because you don't believe that he's worshiping God, people will be asking, so what do you want him to worship? If we have Hindus in this country, and if you go in their temple, and the Buddhists also, they are worshiping a cow. These are the people who are worshiping snake. Go to their temple, you will see they are worshiping frogs and many other animals. So, okay, now you want to take Yesu Wa Tongaren because of that. Then someone will ask, what about the Hindu, the Buddhist, and other people here? Kama sasa hiyo ndio itakuwa mashtaka. That's what I'm telling you. This case is heading to nowhere because Jesus of Tongaren is not radicalizing anyone. He's not teaching against the issue of going to school or medication. He's not. Otherwise, tungekuwa tumesikia mambo kama hayo. So, the reason behind this, just because someone has called himself Jesus of Tongaren. Diverting attention. I'm waiting to see when will they interrogate the Statehouse. When this year will visit Statehouse to go and check why are people being forced to fast while on duty. Is it in our constitution? Kenya is not a religion state. This is a secular state whereby you accept everyone, whether you are a Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, and those who don't believe. It's a secular state. Hiyo ndio ukweli wa mambo. In as much we know Christians are a majority here, then Muslim and others follows. but still hii sio nchi nasema ya kwamba ni nchi ya kama tasema, for example, if you go in the Middle East, what they have there is an Islamic state, but we are not there. We are not there. And in as much they have Islamic state, still they are opening up churches. They are opening space for churches now. So for me, Lusaka want to divert attention of Kenyans to focus on issues that does not make sense for us. We have to put this government on toss. Let them tell us truth about Shakahola issue. We will come with more details and more updates. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May God bless you and see you in our next video. But let us meet in the comment section. I would want to hear from your views. You don't need necessarily to agree with me. You can disagree, but constructive, so that you can help other people to understand this discussion even much better. See you in our next video.